All right. Where are we? All right. Let's do a mail day opening here. I don't really remember what this is. I think I know what it is, but I'm not sure. All right, let's do a mail day package opening here. Put my glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. I do believe I remember what this is. I think I know what this is, if I'm not mistaken. I think that got us into it. And it should be... should be slabbed if I remember right. If this is what I think it is. I got something extra. What is this? From Lighthouse. Thank you for your order. It is a Lewis and Clark Expedition stamp, along with a 2005 Buffalo nickel, or not a Buffalo nickel, but the reverse of the 2005 nickel, and there's the stamp. So that I think is just an extra something from the order. This here is the actual item, and hopefully it's all in good shape. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. The Presidential Series Ulysses S. Grant 2011 proof. And I wanted it, obviously, in a 70. So let's switch over to here. It's got the presidential label. And it does look like anything that is noticeable is on the plastic. Well, that's cool. So there's not even a scratch on the slab, so gotta like that. So got a 70 put into the... and I wanted it in the Ulysses S. Grant. Alright. Let's get the scope set up. Doesn't really want to clear that well, does it? Move her back a little bit. I guess that ain't too bad. Not a bad looking 68 on the obverse. pretty clean 19. Maybe we'll keep it.
in the driving rain, found John's out hitting on the liquor again. It wasn't too late, about 10:30 when he let loose with the cat dragged in. It was a Sunday. And then morning came in, morning when he tried to make me pay the rent. Said, I ain't got no money for you, can I pay my way with these dancing shoes? Thought I was kidding. Brother, what you owe me, I can't count on anymore, till the police come and knocking on our door. We'll be burning down the house, tear it to the ground, burn it up, tear it down, burning down the house. Well, I spent some time in a backwoods town, ain't nothing to do 'cause there ain't nothing around. Deputy sheriff ran around the block, but the streets are empty and the doors are locked. Got pretty lonely. There, king rang my bell, told me a little about heaven and a lot about hell. Said, I ain't got no money for you, can I pay my way with these dancing shoes? Thought I was kidding. I was not kidding. Father, what you owe me, I can't count on anymore, till the angels come and knocking on our door. To the ground, burn it up, tear it down, burning down the house. Outside is mad and cold. You don't grow up, you just grow old. Soon it's over, so they say, but God Almighty, till that day, we'll be burning down the house, tear it to the ground, burn it up, tear it down, burning down the house. We'll be burning down the house, tear it to the ground.
Hey, coach. Yeah, scoping more coins. Scoping more coins. Hey, guess what?
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and
I was able to give you the wrench tonight.
can I
I've been hanging in there.
go? Another man,
Hey, I haven't found anything. I'm getting into the older ones now, but so die chips might be a little more of a possibility here shortly. Raz, what's up? It's been quiet in here tonight.
I know it's wrong. I wish my pain upon the world. I curse the lives of lucky men. Into this hell I hope they're hurled.
Blew me. Working backwards tonight. Figured I'm going to do my pennies tonight. I'll probably do some nickels tomorrow night. And then I'll be able to hunt on Sunday before the Sunday night game.
Now I'm living in this hell. 'Cause I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I've been beaten, I've been bloodied, I've been broken and betrayed, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go?
So I opened this up before I started looking at coins tonight. Now you need to give somebody a timeout. I was pretty happy with this. The even the slab is in really good shape. There ain't a scratch on the plastic or anything, so that's pretty cool. A couple more 1990s, and then there ain't much in my 80s and 70 jars tonight. I might do a couple nickels just to get ahead of tomorrow. No, it's what is it? Magnesium, and it's not gold. They're just gold colored, and it's just a San Francisco proof. I'm going to send some in to get graded myself. But I knew I wanted a 70 in the collection, so I just went ahead and got one that I knew was already done. I don't know, is it Deep Cameo or... Yep. Decam. So I'm happy with that. That's going to go in the display case. But I'm going to send a couple in just to try to see what I can hit on a couple nice ones if I can find them. I guess I didn't even realize that did have deep camo on it. You both, Raz and Coach, you both came in just as I'm going to have to go and get another cup of coffee. Yeah, that's why I don't really do a whole lot of grading. Because most coins ain't going to be worth the grading fee. Even if you do get a good grade, you know, it doesn't increase the amount of the card that much, or the amount of the coin. I won't be grading. No, I did not. I didn't even open Snow Mountain yet. I'm not really grading. Anything I grade won't be for like any type of financial flip anyways, Coach. It'll just be for the sake of doing it, to see what it comes back at. And if I get a couple nice ones, they'll stay in my collection. I'm more of a collector than a flipper or a reseller. Ooh, this is beat up. That's a beat up mint mark. Almost like that was done on purpose. So what are you two up to tonight? That's exactly how I feel, Coach. I don't do that enough. I should get rid of more than I get rid of. And I will occasionally, like I said, I'll occasionally get rid of some stuff on Whatnot when it's like I'm ready to pass it along. But I just don't approach any of the hobby with like money in mind. Yeah, no, you're right, Raz. I don't know. Like I said, I think I kind of look at grading, like what I'm gonna do, more like the fun of chasing a grade than chasing the grade for a profit. And I didn't extremely overpay for that Ulysses coin. I mean, I think with shipping, I think I was maybe a hair over 40 or something, but I think I paid 35 on the coin or something. Which actually was probably a little bit of a better price than PCGS has got for most 70s. So I essentially did probably pretty good on, if you want to look at it from a price versus value of the coin, or at least what the coin is priced at right now. Yeah, silver's going up quick. There's a lot of talk about $50 by the end of the year. Yeah, there's counterfeit slabs. Well, and if you kind of just wanted to, like you were saying earlier, like slab a coin just for preservation, like both you and Coach just said, I mean, you can buy your own slabs, and they're just generic slabs. I mean, they're probably not sealed as good as like a PCGS slab, but it's probably better than like having it in a 2x2. Yep, either the fine print or, I mean, what really people should do is, like, especially like if they have the time to do it before like an eBay buy or something, is just double check the barcode number and stuff with PCGS. I like those little capsules too, those two-sided capsules. I don't put a lot of them in capsules. If I know what's going in the display case and gonna go on like a little coin stand, then I'll plastic capsule it, because it just looks better than a 2x2. And I like how those capsules, it's like that doesn't take anything away from the coin. You completely just see the coin and not anything around it and stuff. Seller actually sent this with it, so this was like a freebie. There's a Lewis and Clark stamp. I don't know what this is. I don't know what that QR code is, but little 2005 Buffalo nickel. Kind of cool, just as a freebie. Alright, 80s and 70s is all I got left for pennies, and I ain't got many of them, so I'll probably do a couple wheat pennies tonight. 10 or 12 of them maybe, before I call it a night. 87D has a repunch mint mark. Possible. I don't see it. I think it needs to be capital. I think it has to match exactly the command, coach. Definitely hard to probably see because I'm zoomed in too far, but definitely something started to go on with the edge of the coin here. Almost looks like LIB is been slid down and it's like it cratered or something. Silver out, yes, yeah, and that stuff's cool, you know, to basically do capsules on all of them. We'll see if that triggered it. If Streamlabs is working, it should say something about a football pack opening being triggered. Unless it doesn't say in my chat, coach. Did you must have had 100 coins in you? No, you didn't have 100 coins, did you? Yeah, otherwise they get nicked and dinged up. Because that command costs 100 coins, but I don't really care. We'll open a pack anyways, because I try to open one pack every stream regardless, whether somebody triggers it or not. I think, well, right now, I think it's going to tell you got 29. Oh, nope, you have 35. So my number's even lagging a little bit. 1, 2, 3, or 4, coach. One, two, three, or 4. We'll see if we can hit a Packer card. You can. I think I got the heist game going. I have gamble. I have slots. 4. Trying to think of what else is set up in Streamlabs. Gamble, slots. The 8-ball is just a question thing, so that doesn't give you any. Heist, slots, and gamble, I think, are the 3 ways you can actually increase coins. Oh, no. Yeah, slots. I was thinking of slots. We go backwards because the rookies are on the front. These packs are kind of done backwards. Sam Laporta, though, is a good card. If you're a Lions fan, that is, which obviously I'm not. Here, Roquan Smith. There's another semi-star. Baltimore. Chris Jones, 3 stars in a row. 4 actually coming. Chris Jones, the Chiefs, George Kittle. So 4-star veteran cards. Chuba Hubbard. Panthers. Xavier Leggett. This is the first kind of maybe not big name. Jimmy Smith. Come on. They got a lot of the older guys in this score set this year. Jonathan Grenard. Not a Vikings fan either. I don't know, we're getting down there. This might not be there might be no pack in this. You might not hit it. Lamar Jackson. Celebration. Might throw that on the Whatnot Marketplace for a $2 bill. Somebody might want it. Jackson Smith. This guy had a heck of a game last night. Oh, there we go. Ooh, and it's numbered. What's the number on this?
Go, Pat, go!
It's numbered to 990. Or wait, am I backwards? Oh, no. I was backwards. That's a nice one, actually. Numbered to 299. Wow, that's... That may be my best Packer hit for the year, actually, right there. I don't know what they call that one. Some type of refractor. 66 of 99. We're good. That deserves another one.
Go, Pat,
I'm pretty keyed about that. And Kyle McCord. Oh, here starts the rookies. He ain't seeing the field. Loveland. I thought Loveland looks like a good tight end, actually. I think the Bears have got a winner in that. I think he reminds me of our Tucker Kraft a little bit. I don't know who this guy is. For the Broncos, I haven't heard his name yet. It's a cornerback. And the last one is a Kyle Mananji for the Bears. Don't know him as much as I know Loveland. Banger pack. Oh, holy smokes. A numbered Packer card. Crazy. Good pick, coach. Not that I wouldn't have hit it eventually, because they all sit on my desk until somebody picks the pack. But I guess I couldn't have bought a better box. Anything in 85? A clash in the second bay window. Pretty well circulated. I don't see a clash. And what was that, an 85? So it's not even copper. Not even a copper save. Henry's fumbling a lot, Raz. I think he's fumbled once every game. I think he's got 3 fumbles. $88D's got a repunchment mark, but it is not there. Hey, I didn't ask. How's the stream sound and everything? Everything good on the technical front? $86D repunchment mark and base of the 8th column. Oh yeah, you ain't stopping them. There's very few defensive backs and safeties who are going to tackle them by themselves. Well, that really looks like a die deterioration there. Up around the edge. What did I say about the 8th column? Base of the 8th column. Double die. I don't see anything there. This doesn't seem like it was a well-struck coin. Oh, look at the of is just about gone. $82 large date. I suppose we can throw them on the weight on the scale quick. Just to see if they... That's copper. $84 double ear. There definitely is not any double ear there. And that's well struck too, so... Another 82 large. They just look like they're like very mushy strikes. But I'm guessing that's the way they were back. Call it copper. $85 Denver has a repunchment mark, but I don't see it there. $85 Philly has a clash in the second bay window. I don't see it. I say that was 83 or 85. $80D. Little blue toning starting. Nothing other than that though. Look exciting. That was copper, and I threw it in the wrong thing, but I'm not chasing it. 84. 84D's got something. Supposed to be a double die in the date. Definitely not there. About 10 in the 80s left, and I think I only got about 12 in the 70s. This was only one hunt's worth, the hunt I did last weekend. 85D, repunch mint mark. Nah. I don't think Baltimore's as scary this year as they have been in the past, though. 83D. If it's copper, it's a huge find. I think there's only one known. Well, there was an extra earlobe, too. I guess I didn't look at. No, it's not there. Actually, I already did that. I did that when I started the stream. It wasn't my wife's purse change, though. It was, so my son gets paid, his tips get paid out afterwards. So he doesn't get, like, a real even type of payout. He actually gets cents too, because they take it off credit card tips and stuff. So he left me a pile on the dining room table today at some point, and it was only probably a dozen coins. There was nothing in it. There was no year. I don't think I saved anything in it. Well, I saved one quarter. I saved this Voyager's quarter, just because this is a Minnesota quarter, essentially. But other than that, I didn't save anything out of that change that he left. All right, can we hit the big money and end up with a copper 1983D? I'm guessing not. No. $88 Denver repunch mint mark, but I don't see it. Downside of being in older coins. Ugh, this one's terrible to look at. There you go. Kind of a nice toner. This looks like some type of surface problem or something. Yes, 82. And the 82s you have to weigh, because some of them are copper and some of them aren't. That I don't know at what point, there was a split, but it is I think guys call it a split year or a dual year for copper and zinc pennies. I wonder what's going on there. It almost looks like there's bubbling and stuff. That then something happened here. I wonder if I shouldn't just hang on to this. I don't know. I don't understand what's going on there. This is really weird, actually, because do we see lettering way over here? Boy, something is significantly different or off on that. Let's take a closer look at everything else. Okay, so tell me that there isn't like... Yeah, there's something weird with this coin, but like right there and right here... And I don't see it a whole lot in the anywhere in trust. But I can't really tell if that's like a little bit of ghosting of some letters there. That almost looks like an E to me, which wouldn't make any sense. And the only reason I'm wondering if I'm seeing something up here, you know, and like right here is the fact of whatever this was significantly started over here. That end should have been longer. So the top of the end should have come about to here. I'm going to save it just for kicks because I don't know what that is. You might be really right though, Raz. It's some type. Maybe it was just a defective planchet from the start. I really don't see anything going on the back. Yeah, there's weird, almost like it was bubbled or something. There's the typical light strike in this area of all of the 80 coins and stuff. That's gonna be a save. I'm gonna maybe hit some people up that are holy smokes, a little bit more up on some of the planchet stuff and see what they say. Man, oh man, that went through machinery or something. Guessing the back's gonna be just as bad, yeah. That definitely saw machinery. I don't even know what it is. 81 maybe? I don't know, 81? Let's see if it... Well, it's copper, so 81 is probably a good guess. $89. There's a repunch mint mark, but it's on a D, Denver, so we're not going to get that there. Boy, We Trust is basically gone. It's probably under that corrosion, but what was this? 89, so that's not common. Yeah, it has weird texturing for sure. I wouldn't be one bit surprised if your defective planchet guess is right on. ADD, nothing for a Denver. Copper. 86 Denver. 3-punch mint mark. No. Is that 86? One more in the 80s, and then probably a dozen 81D. Just a real mushy strike, you know. All right, let's go to the 70s. I probably guessed pretty close to right, about a dozen pennies, maybe a hair more than a dozen. We know all these will be copper. Just a matter if we find anything interesting. We gotta save all these for the copper. Make sure I don't just unconsciously throw them into the return bucket. 70D, nothing there. That looked like it had some rotation, maybe just a little bit. Yeah, I might have been off. I might have 20 coins here in the 70s. Well, corroded there. That's like a big old contact smudge. Still has a little red in the coin though. $71. 71 has a double die on the Liberty, In God We Trust, and a Day. Don't really see it. Probably what, 8 coins? 8 cents left. 80. Oh, did you just rewind, Coach? Yeah, that was an awesome Packer. That the one you were saying nice color on? Or wait, it might have been this one. I guess I don't remember which one was last. Yeah, the Packer hit was sweet. I'm keyed for that. I mean, you don't hit number one, you don't hit numbered cards very often at all. And number two, you don't hit them out of a retail box that often. I'm guessing that's probably the hit of that whole box. I'm guessing. There's only 2 packs left of that box. Yeah, there's 2 packs left of that box. There probably is not going to be a bigger hit than that numbered card, to tell you the truth. Yeah, and it couldn't be cooler that it's a Packer card. Jaden Reed, nonetheless. It's a good Packer, too. Yeah, I had to give that. Give that the Go Pack Go twice. For sure. Yeah, it's kind of refractor-ish. I don't know, because I don't really keep up on like what each set calls their different parallels and stuff, but there's definitely some reflectiveness to that where you don't get that in the regular cards. And the other thing is the helmet's on the other side. So the helmet's over here, and this card's for some reason it's got the pylon in it on the right side. So no, I'm keyed. That's on. Yeah, nice insert. Because I bet you... I mean, maybe I'll see it at some point during the season and stuff, but I bet you any money his base card probably is the same picture. But then I'm guessing, number one, it won't be refractive. And the helmet will be on the right side, and that pylon won't be on the card. Probably the same picture, though. Yeah, I could send it to PSA. I really should, too, since it was a, like you said, a stream hit. And it was an actual pulled card. It wasn't one that was bought. Yeah, I knew what you said when it was PSS. I knew you meant PSA. What's a PSA grading card cost now? Oh, I just looked the other night, actually. I think it's $17 for a bait for just a, not a base card, but like the base grading. I think it's $17 or $18 or something. Oh, is there a rotation on that? No, not enough to care. Yeah, now you're right though, Coach. I probably should send that because I don't have a PSA account or like a membership because I don't really grade cards. I will buy and collect graded cards, but I don't know if you need a membership for PSA. You might be able to just send in. It may not be like grading with PCGS. You can probably get a membership with PSA, but I don't know if you need one to send a card in. If anybody's sitting around and lurking, look that up. All right, that's the pennies. The penny jar is empty. I pulled a couple things out of the jar. This didn't get pulled out of the jar. 30-35 after shipping and return shipping. 20 from a friend. Okay, so more than I had thought at 17 or 18, but still be cool to do, you know, for this. I think I'll probably do it. I'm not even sure. We got an card and comic shop, which is the one that I always go to and stuff. And then the coin shop's a separate shop locally for us. And I think the card shop and the comic shop has some type of deal where you can send cards in through them. Yeah, well, that definitely ain't gonna make that level. So here's what I kept out of the pennies, out of the jars. These weren't pulled out of the day we hunted them. So I set aside a 2006 that I just think is in pretty good condition for the year. Kind of just still a really nice scent for 2006. All the fields are in good shape and stuff. So I pulled that one. The other one on the condition side of things, I don't know. I might throw this one back. But 2019 was kind of minty. It's got a little flash. This one's probably gonna go. Let's see what the back. Yeah, I'm tossing that one. Forget it. So that's one less I kept. I don't know why I kept this 96. Why did I pull this 96 aside tonight? I don't remember. Oh, good example of double striking or machine doubling. That's why I kept that one. It's not double dyed, but kind of a real standout example of machine doubling there. And then you start to lose it with the rest of the letters, but you get it pretty good in America and a little bit in the T here, and then it starts to drift off after the end. So that's why I kept that one. And this is the one we just looked at. This I'm keeping this because I'm not really sure what this is. I'm almost thinking blistering is going to be something somebody might say too. So card show, yeah, that would make sense. Take it in person. I'd have to go to the probably Minneapolis area before I see a card show. And this one I saved. I set this one aside tonight. Just because of the coloring. It's a 17 Denver. But there is it's very iridescent. But it also has a feel. Somebody I think messed with this penny. I think they coated it with something. I mean, you can almost see it. This was like artificially altered. I'm almost positive. Cuz you guys can't, but I can feel the difference on this penny. So, but I set it aside anyways and saved it, so that's kind of cool. All right, I'm going to take this many Wheaties. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll scope the front and I'll skip even scoping the back because I hate those pennies. I hate those cents. I hate the design. I understand, Coach. I feel the same way. but it's like there's still a couple things that, you know, you can still look for a few things and stuff. So what did I pick out? So just to give you an idea, so I've got this. It's one of the Crown Royal bags, and it's essentially a bag of wheat pennies that was passed along to us by my grandfather. That I'm slowly just working through this bag. It sits on my office floor here. I grab a handful, usually every other stream or whenever I think of it, and work through it. Yeah, exactly. Most of these are going to be 40s and 50s. That's typically what I've been finding. I don't know if I found anything that hasn't been a 40s or 50. I think he just ended up throwing a bag full of them together. There's really nothing to look for. Although these are kind of cool because the wheat cents are where you can really find some die chips. A lot of times I'll find them pretty well in the wheat stock. And the bigger the die chip, the cooler it is, you know. So essentially nothing on that one. And then he also, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to lift this off the floor. I can, but am I going to do it? He separated copper, but he wasn't a scoper like me. And he didn't look for errors and varieties and stuff like that. But I'm slowly working through this thing of, and these are all coppers. These are all pre-82s. There's kind of a nice tone. There's a cool toner. It's a 77. Wow, that is kind of nice. There's what's that? That's a 70 something too. That's different. That's really got, that almost looks like it was in water. That looks like it's got the actual in water corrosion on it. But so this is all copper that just over time and over scoping streams are going to be thrown under the scope. So that's in addition to everything that I essentially hunt out of rolls. Streamlabs stopped out chatting me. Oh, I think I know where the VDB. So this was a book that I actually bought off of Whatnot stream. Raz, I think I've got this before you were even hanging around the stream. This was months ago. Good couple months ago, I'm thinking. And I don't know if I've scoped this whole book or not. I think I have. I do believe I've scoped this whole book. That's why it's over there and not sitting, essentially needing to be scoped. So I'm almost positive I've looked at this 09. There was nothing on it. But it was, so this book had a lot in it. Did you miss it, Coach? It's actually still pretty decent. It's beat up a little bit, but what do you expect? It's an 09. So this was missing some, but it's got some of the early stuff. And then once you got to, I mean, this book is trashed. Once you get back here in the 50s, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it on screen. But some of the, like that 54S is in good, I would say it would be definitely have red in it. So, you know, and then got some space. This book only went to 58D. But so these have all been scoped and checked for errors and stuff like that. Now it's just a matter of I'm going to get a different book and start a new penny book with most of these. The you think the 09 might be worth sending in? It's not beat to hell. I will say that. This one I just looked at, yeah, 4060. Gotta remember which one I'm pulling from here. 5070. Yeah. Maybe I will. Maybe I'll set it aside to send in with the couple coins that I'm planning on sending in just on a high grade side of things. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, Raz is thinking it's a VF, maybe XF. I'd have to look at PCGS. I don't know off the top of my head, you know, where that grade level would fall. I'm on 2.5 hours already here. We'll do these Wheaties and then we'll call it a stream. Because I'm going to stream tomorrow too and go through some nickels. Usually in a handful of Wheaties, I can find a die chip. Now, it's not always a die chip that's like impressive, but yeah, it's still got detail to it. 58D. Is there anything? No, nothing to really look for. This 58D's got some nice color left in it. Nothing to keep though. $52 Denver. I should pull up my mintages because I don't know. I'm sure all these are not going to be real low minted. I don't think there'll be any bangers in any of these. most all these 50s and 40s were printed to the sky. Or minted to the moon. However you want to say it. Like, let's see, this 52D. Yeah, 746 million. And on that, the 45. What's a 45p minted at? 1 billion. Actually 1 billion. Well, 1.0. Thought I saw something about a 45 in my notes. Nope. Not quite. Nothing. It'll take me a while to get through that bag going, 10, 12 pennies at a time. But that's the fun of it. Figured if I do a couple every stream, at some point I'll be through that bag. Another 46. What's the chances of me just grabbing that many 46s just by grabbing a bunch? Kind of surprised I haven't found a little die chip yet. I suppose, and not always going to find it in just a dozen coins. Takes a little more than that. 46. There's a 46 S over D, but good luck finding that. Nothing. 6 more Wheaties to look at. Beat up 51. Yeah, I can't believe I'm at 2.5 hours already. Time flies when you're having fun. $35 for an MS-60. That can't be right, Coach. that's got to that on PCGS's price guide. Nah, can't be. I'm guessing there's a ton in the population too for that. Oh, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're. I guess that could be right if there's a ton of them. I don't know. For some reason I can never keep it in my mind which ones are real good and which ones aren't. I always have to go to my notes. The PCGS population report and price guide. I don't remember any of that off the top of my head. I mean, I remember what some coins, that some are like chaser coins and stuff, but can't remember grades and prices, that's for sure. Alright, one more weedy, and I'll call it a night. Actually, maybe I'll do one jar of nickels, just to get ahead of the game. For tomorrow. Let's see. Let's do 10. Let's do the jar of 2010 to 2019. Because I know for a fact that there are die chips on 2018 Phillies. I don't know if there's any 2018s in here, but oh, look at that. So I've got two 2018 Phillies flipped up in my collection right now that had pretty decent die chips on the left-hand side of the building. That beehive die chip, they call it. So we'll see. It's ironic that that's the first coin I pull. Nope, it's not there. One of them that I've got has got one on the outside here, and there's one on the inside of this doorway here. And it looks like there's probably 25, 30 nickels here. And then I will call it 18D. I don't know if... I think both of them that I have are Phillies. Not that I couldn't find one on a Denver, I guess. It's this decade too that seems to be like in the nickels here. This 2010 to 2019 seems to be like a little die chip prone, more so than the other decades I've found. MS64 is around $100 to $125 with a pop of 8,027. If you can get an MS64 or above, it's worth it. Yeah, that 1909's not getting no 64. I guess I'd have to. I liked looking at the PCGS photo grade website too, because then you can kind of tell. You can kind of gauge it, but I don't think that's a 64. I don't think that, unless we're not talking about the 09. I thought we were talking about the 09, which I'm pretty sure we're both talking about the 09. I don't see it getting a 64. Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth sending in. I mean, granted, like I said before, I'm not playing the financial game really with grading stuff. I'm just kind of having fun with it. If not Mint State, yes, the 1909. Yeah, no, you're right. Here's an ender. You're totally right. You got to kind of know where you are with the coin to make it financially even worth it. I know, though, I'm going to send some coins in that, most people wouldn't, just because I want to. I'm going, I guess I didn't show this yet. These books aren't cheap either. So I grabbed this. So you can get this book without the including the proof only issues. I like Susan B. Anthony's, and if you guys have been around, I mean, Raz knows that I'm a Susan B. Anthony fan. But I picked this up yesterday, and we're gonna start building this out. And there's only 2 pages to it because there's only, a couple years of Susan B. Anthony and stuff. But we're gonna start working on this, just like just like my presidential book. And then like I said, over the streams, we'll see if we can upgrade and stuff and fill some spots. And I at first I was not a big fan of albums and stuff, but it is kind of fun to try to work through them. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be more excited about like finding a coin in a hunt and then sending it in and getting a good grade and stuff. Because I'm gonna try, because I'm such a fan of this, of Ulysses S. Grant and stuff, that I probably will send some in and see if I can't get one back in high grade. But like I said, this here was exactly what you're saying. I mean, I wanted it in a 70, and I just ended up buying it. But I feel the same way about, like, the sentimental value not being there from a Whatnot purchase or an eBay purchase or something. But it would be cool to hunt a high grade one out of a roll and then, send it in and be like, oh, look, it came back good. Yeah, and that's where I think I'm going to send most of my coins in that I want to send in and get graded, are going to be more off of hunts that I'm like, oh, this is a better one coming out of a roll. I mean, I may send the occasional, flat out high grade bot coin that's in a 2x2 flip or something and then send it in. But you're right, it won't have the same mental satisfaction as hunting it and then, getting a grade on it. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people talk about, like, doing that, and there's guys that'll do that. I just don't think your percentage of upgrading is probably really high, because I think unless it's like a really old holder and a really old grade, and maybe the grading standards now have changed from when it was originally graded and stuff. But I don't think the percentage of getting the upgrade is going to be, like, high. Sometimes I forget to spin through the windows and stuff. I'm always looking at the edge of the building, looking for the beehive. Yeah. Yep. Oh, I'm sure I'm going to get my backside handed to me several times on the grading front of things over the years. But you have to be okay with it, if you're going to you're going to roll the dice on it. Try it, And I am. I'm all right, rolling the dice and getting it handed to me half the time. A little bit of machine doubling, maybe. There's really no split serifs, and there's no known double die anyways, so. And I will definitely, like you said, Coach, you have to know what you're doing. I will definitely admit that I would not try to BS anybody into thinking I know what I'm doing. I think my situation is that saying of I know enough to be dangerous. BGS ones. On a, I'm guessing a magic card. Or was it a sports card? Alright, this has got a shot at a beehive. I think they're just more prevalent on the Phillies. Nope. Speaking of sending cards in, like we were talking about sending that Packer card in, I'm trying to decide if I send my Abyss in. I'd almost rather just sell it raw. Yep. I hear a lot of guys say that, Raz. Five tens out of 8 cards. Oh, he works for Fanatics. It's just I don't know if I want to send. I'd almost rather sell my Abyss card to somebody who really wanted it and just sell it raw. And something like that, I worry about the whole shipping process and stuff. I think with any cards, I would kind of worry about the whole shipping process and stuff. You know, where with coins, I don't worry about it that much. I mean, granted, they could be lost, but typically you aren't going to have something happen to where your condition's downgraded. You know, on coins. On cards, it just takes one goofball at the post office to, you know, smash the box or bend the envelope or whatever you ship it in. Yeah, and that's how I thought about it too. It's like, you know, I mean, you eat crow a couple times and stuff, and you do. I agree. You learn, you know. It probably makes you a better grader yourself then. I've watched several guys say as you send things in, whether it's both on the card front and the coin front, as you send them in, do your own grading first and make notes and see how they come back and see how close you are. And if your percentage of being close gets better over time. I mean, it's an expensive way to get better at it, but I'm guessing you would get better at it through that process. Another thing I'm going to start doing on some streams is I'm going to go and take all the real older stuff that my grandfather left, like the walking liberties and all that type of stuff, and do specific scope streams just on those. You know, and the $50 and the Morgans that he left and stuff. I'm guessing this scope ain't gonna do anything with it, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna mess up all my focus for sure, but well, and it's in the top loader right now, so that's probably not gonna help. I'll take it out of the top loader. We'll do that on another stream. But I'm guessing you could use these scopes for cards too. You just have to find I would guess you'd have to find the right level and focus to, you know, where you're not just seeing like pixels. And you'll be able to pick up like flaws and stuff. Printers leave dust. Yeah, I can believe it. Well, that we can do kind of naked eye-wise right now. I think... I don't think this one looks that bad. Because it's got a lot of borders on it. So the very outside border is that silver one. And the camera really ain't picking it up probably very good. But I'm just looking at it and it doesn't look like it's extremely heavy one way or another. Not like I've seen some cards where you're like, holy smokes, it's way off. Oh, for sure. I mean, and that's the same for coins too. It's like I look at some coins naked eye wise and I'm like, oh, that don't look like a bad coin. You know, or it looks pretty decent. And then you get it under the scope and you're like, it picks up so much that's not picked up with your naked eye. Kind of surprised I haven't found a die chip down in any of these letters yet, because a lot of times that's where I'll find them too. Not huge ones, but you'll definitely be like, oh, there's a die chip for sure. Probably, what am I looking at? 10, 12 nickels, and then I will call it a night. This one obviously got thrown in the wrong jar. I am definitely getting hungry now. Thought I had a perfect card. Gonna send it in. Ungradable after that, and yeah, you couldn't see it with your naked eye. Well, and the funny thing is about some of the cards now is like they can be so busy, and especially like refractors like that and stuff, or like foily cards and stuff. That stuff hides so much to the naked eye. You might have to go coins, Coach. I think it's with an S. Sometimes I forget to... whenever it takes like longer than normal, I look at what somebody typed, and usually I can pick up, like the Go Pack Go thing has to be capitalized, and the coin command I think has to have an S. I don't know if it has to be capitalized because it's not a custom command, but if it doesn't work with coins with a small c, do it with a large C. But I know it has to be with an S. The foil emblem Jurassic Park MTG card. Okay. Yeah, I kind of figured it, knowing you, it was probably a Magic card. There, it worked. So you can pull it. You can pull coins off with just the S all lowercase. I didn't think it was supposed to be either. But it seems like the Go Pack Go command is case sensitive. And I don't know if there is a commands command. That's okay, so that's just okay, so it doesn't matter how you do coins, obviously. Are they playing now? I haven't really been following it. They lose, are they out tonight? I don't even know what the series is at. Alright, now it looks like 6-7 coins left, and then I'm done. Down 8. Oh, yeah, that's... Yeah, they probably going to lose. Heading out, Coach. I'm heading out here shortly, too. Thanks for hanging out. Always cool to have regulars hanging out. I say it all the time. Probably going to do some more nickels tomorrow night. Or tomorrow sometime. I don't know when. Can't keep a schedule, really, but... And then I think I'm going to hunt during the Sunday during the day sometime, well before the football games start, because I like to kick back and just do football on Sunday nights. Yeah, take care. Be well there, Coach. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see you next time. Four nickels left. Never get. Yeah, no, I got to give up at some point each night. Although I go longer when you guys are around, Coach, Raz, and there's a little bit of somebody to talk to and stuff during doing this. That is true. You give good advice, Coach. I always say too, collect how you want to collect. There's no right or wrong way. Two more. So I pulled a couple things out of the pennies tonight anyways that weren't pulled during the initial hunt, so that's all right. But nothing like really, really, really cool, I guess. No big die chips or die cracks. Yeah, it's getting there now, for sure. Depending on when, somebody bought most of their silver. Big old gash right there. All right, I think that's it for the night. Gotta eat at some point. Gotta eat. And I'm due for another cup of coffee, I think. Yeah, I've been out for a while. I'll have to post this in Discord tonight and That was a cool hit there. And obviously a cool buy. I don't know if you're supposed to open this thing or not. Wrong screen. I don't understand what this actually is. Yeah. See, I have no exit strategy at all. I'm too much of a collector. So I don't know if is that a real 1954 stamp? Does anybody know stamps? And why? It says lighthouse. I think this is just a I have no idea. This must just be some put together thing that they did. Silver pieces don't stack. See, I'm not a big stacker either. I collect certain pieces that I like. Like, obviously, Raz and Coach, you've obviously seen the 5-ounce Grant that I picked up. I don't know. Is this just a Mint State thing or what? Don't look like it's speared. It is minty though. That's a nice 2005 actually. You know, usually the free stuff you get with a buy is kind of hit and miss, but I thought the stamp had something to do with the coin, but it's a Lewis and Clark stamp. But you would think they would have gave you a Lewis and Clark coin. I think I think the Lewis and Clark is the 2004 nickel. So that whole thing is kind of confusing as to what they were doing there. My Grant came from Scottsdale. Scottsdale did the Grant, but I purchased it through SD Bullion. This is kind of a nice 2005. I wanted to take it out of the little plastic thing to look at it under the scope. So it's just a straight up 2005 Denver. Obviously uncirculated. Maybe a little bit of a in the right light, right above the deer there. Yes, I have seen Royal Canadian have nice wildlife pieces. I do agree with you. This is probably the nicest 2005 coin I'm gonna have right now. I believe so. I think Raz would actually know more than me on that. But I think I remember hearing and seeing something about a Lewis and Clark commemorative. Well, it's the the 2005 is the Buffalo, so there will be no steps on this. But this is definitely MS whatever. Somebody still got PCGS up. Tim, you come in at the end, my man. Hey, that card show up? If it didn't, it should be tomorrow or Saturday, I'm guessing. If you still got PCGS up, see what the population is and price guide on a 2005 Denver Buffalo reverse nickel. There ain't nothing wrong with this. I'm not finding anything on the reverse here. I don't know if that's a little bit of a scratch. Maybe. Oh, you posted your first shorts? Well, did I even know you had a channel? I mean, obviously everybody has a channel if you have a YouTube account, but I didn't realize that you had something that you actually posted on. Well, I don't know. That might be a little bit, so... But other than that, I mean, this coin would be sweet. You know, for what it is. And look at the field. I mean, a lot of the fields. Oh, there's a little gash in his cheek, so there's the flaw on the front if you want to start getting maybe right here. It's still high grade. I'm just going to leave it on that thing for now. I'll put it in something after I pop off. Machine down. Yeah, I mean it might have a little bit of rim dings. Let's go around on the rim. I mean, if you want to get real nitpicky. Well, the obverse don't look too bad. Rim-wise. Yeah, down on the bottom, she gets a little... But there ain't no way this was circulated at all. This did not see a bunch of hands. Dueling scar, yeah. I just saw that, Raz. That'll definitely go in something. Like I said, I'm curious to look at grades and populations for that particular coin. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing that's their eBay store or something. Yeah, I think that's like a legitimate. I mean, it's a stamp. I don't know. I'm assuming that's an actual 1954 stamp. Not a stamp collector. Even though I'm a hoarder. I saw a proof set from 2009 sell on eBay earlier, or not eBay, but on Whatnot, in a stream I was watching earlier today. It was a proof set, 2009 proof set, that had both Denver and Philadelphia. Or no, it was not a proof set. It was not a proof set. What I watched sell was a mint set, and a 2009 mint set, and that only went for like $18 or so. No, this is an 05. Yeah, that's an 05. If that was an 09, it'd be really nice to have that one like that. Yeah, now that I'm thinking, that set I watched sell today was an 09 mint set, so they were just uncirculated coins, not the proofs. The proof set, I'm guessing, would be significantly more. A little sticker or something in there I want to get out of there. Yeah, I save all the 09 pennies that I get out of a hunt and stuff. In fact, I've got so here is a stack of 09 that I set aside. Here's a stack of 09 I set aside. These weren't hunted though. These were uncirculated rolls that my grandfather passed. And out of these, I'm trying to decide on a couple to send in. You know, but some of them. The funny thing is like those carbon spots don't always bring a grade down that much. I mean, there's a nick in the 2 there. So I haven't like scoped these. These were all naked eye, like in the first step of just naked eyeing them. And now they all have to, you know, get thrown under the scope and see if there's any of them that are even close to being able to go. You know, like, I just hate these carbon spots, but you have that on all of the newer pennies. You know, like, that's not a bad obverse. I forget which one of the 09 pennies, though, is the big money one if you get it like way high in grade. I think it's either the professional years or yeah, it's either the professional years or the presidential one. I don't think it's the two first one. Pick the red ones. Well, these are all still essentially red. I'm going to have to just kind of pick the ones that have the less carbon spots. I want to say I went through like 200 of each version of these, looking for like the big nicks and stuff and taking those out if any of them had them. And these are all the ones that really, except that one now that I dropped. These are all the ones that really truly didn't have like a major glaring flaw. Other than like the spotting that I just don't think you get away from. I think I separated these out. Or these all... Oh, here we go. So, I mean... You see all the flaws under the scope. But then if you know, naked eye-wise, these all look pretty good. Like, in my opinion, I don't think any one of them don't get MS. It's just, you know, is it going to be MS something in the 61 to 62, or is it going to be on the higher side? That right there, a rim nick, so that probably sets this one out. Oh yeah, Tim, you missed it. Coach triggered a pack. Come on. See, this card's hard to focus too. What did we say this number was? That number upside down? 66. 299. We're gonna give that another go pack go right now. As long as I can keep it on the right screen. Now we got to start the go pack go over. Yeah, it definitely deserves it.
Go, Pack, go!
Alright, some Razzle, no other coin. No other coin. I don't know which one I had on there before there, Raz. What was the D on the coin? Forgot to switch it over to the scope. The Denver mark? Alright. I'm assuming that's a real 53 stamp, so even though I don't collect stamps, I'm going to hang on to it because that's kind of cool. Hey, Coach, have I ever showed you my my AI Gisa images? Oh, it was on the minute. Okay. Yeah, I don't even remember which coin that was. Yeah, the camera plays tricks on me constantly. Okay, so in the world of Magic, well, Coach, you probably know because that I'm a huge Gisa, the Goo Caller fan. So I messed around with making AI Gisas. So these are AI images that I, basically tried to create a Gisa out of. Let's see what's... She's got the shovel in that one. This is one of my favorites. I think this is my favorite though. Because she's just got that weird smirk. Yeah, that's all of them. I think I did those designs. Or those versions. This actually might be one of my favorites too. Although this one doesn't scream Gisa the Goo Caller as much as the other ones. This one, really says Gisa. And then I've got a ton more of like different characters that I've worked up and stuff. So yeah, anyways, some of these, or at least one or two of these 09s are going in at some point. I just don't know which one it's going to be and when it's going to be. Tim, did you ever say whether that card showed up or not? Maybe it shouldn't have gotten there already. Tomorrow or Saturday, I would guess. Guess I can turn the scope off since I'm kind of winding the night down here. All right. Should be tomorrow or Saturday, I'm guessing. There's no tracking on it. Because the bubble mailer I sent it in wasn't big enough to actually send for tracking. I could have put tracking on it, but I'm like, it doesn't need tracking. Although I made sure that the bubble mailer was too big to go through the sorting machine. So they shouldn't have been able to sort it like a regular mail envelope. I would guess tomorrow or Saturday. I'm guessing we'll talk at some point during the weekend here because I'm going to stream tomorrow and probably do a coin roll hunt Sunday before football. Oh, Tim, and you weren't in here when I was showing you what I picked up. I mean, there's nothing in it yet. It was a brand new sealed book. But you could get 2 versions of it. You could get and I never knew it, but it's upside down. But these have like numbers on them. Come on, focus. Yeah, I'm going to go and sub to your channel as soon as I log off here. So this isn't going to focus because it wants to focus on her. Of course, who doesn't want to focus on her? But it says 8180. You can get a different serial number, and it's essentially the same book minus the proofs. So something we're going to start doing on the streams and stuff too is start filling this out and then trying to upgrade this book. And then I'm gonna start bringing the presidential album on stream too a little bit more and seeing, like I've been upgrading just off stream and off camera and stuff. I haven't been doing any on a stream, but I'm gonna start doing it on a stream if it looks like there's something to upgrade. I think I gotta switch her out because it's too light of a mat to hunt coin on. Because she's just gonna end up getting like gruddy. So I think I'm gonna switch her out to one of my darker mats. Because I don't want to get her too dirty. Because this is one of my favorite mats. All right, Coach. Hey, thanks for staying up and hanging out. You got to be moving up there in the points and stuff now. And I know you're going to take a jump in like watch time. Yeah, I'm going to switch her out before tomorrow's streams because I don't want to continue to sort, and dump coins on her. I'll find another cool one that I got in the. I must have I don't know how many mats I have. That's the problem with collecting mats too, is like you can only use one at a time. Tim's got all those points because you've been gambling quite a bit. And actually, didn't you win like 1,000 the other night? I know you did something that you won big on. Ooh, 3.5 hour stream now. Lucky Duck 1,000. What's Lucky Duck? I don't have no duck game. Oh, you heisted it. Okay. I said last time, no more 4-hour streams for sitting here looking at coins, but I ended up doing it again. Yeah, I'm going to. So did I give you the 20? Well, it doesn't matter because I'll go and adjust. Yeah. Did I give you the 20 for? Because when somebody new subscribes, I think I have that set for like 20 coins off the bat for just subscribing. I don't know if I gave you that or not, but I do agree there, Coach. You need some retro active coins. Because I mean, Coach, you were around when my channel was mostly a Magic channel. In all reality. All right, there I retroactive. No, I give you the coins ain't a big deal. It's not like you're getting really anything out of there. Out of it, other than the fact that you can play some more games and you can trigger some more stuff if you wanted to. I dumped you a handful there. Because you're right. I mean, you've actually been around my channel longer than I think anybody. When you look at the channel as a whole back, all the way back to when truly my channel was a Magic channel, and now I just got so out of Magic. And I'm not completely out of it because I still like it, but I just don't collect it as much anymore, and I don't rip the packs I used to because I've not been impressed with any sets. One through 3. Yeah, you were really early in the subscriber count. Well, and the subscriber count now, I don't watch it a whole lot, but I can guarantee you it was one pistol video that I did that, shot the subscriber count up a lot. There's that one video on my channel. It's got 50,000 views. And it's an 8-minute pistol unboxing. Coach, I thought you were going to bed. Are you? Pick a pack. I think I made the pack ripping have like a 10-minute cooldown too. Otherwise, I'm going to be ripping a whole box. You already triggered it, Coach. And you're well within the trigger, the cooldown time now. I already said pick 1 through 3. We'll do one more pack here, and then I'm gonna call it a night because then we're gonna be pushing 4 hours. Yeah, we're at 3 hours and 40 minutes right now. It was Raz the other night. I was telling, you know what? I gotta quit doing the long streams. 2. All right. Can we go? Can we go 2? I think we're at 3 packs in a row with that last pack of hitting a packer. I should keep track of that. This is a thick pack, too. Thicker pack. Ooh. Coach, you picked a thicker pack. That might be something good. Yeah, we're 3 packs in a row for getting a Packer card because I got my golden rookie. Then I got my Wicks. Yes, I got my golden rookie. I got my Wicks base card, and then I got my Jaden Reed numbered card. So we're 3 packs in a row. Can we go 4? It's in there. It's in there too, Coach. It is in there. Wow, that's a good retail box. I wonder if Raz is still around because he's a card guy too. Aaron Jones, never should have got rid of him. Never should have got rid. Well, hindsight's 2020. You know, now that we've got Jacobs, you know, that definitely made up for getting rid of Jones. I wouldn't have sent him to inside the division, but a retro John Elway veteran base card. I knew they were throwing retro players in this set. A Anthony Richards. We should actually do this so I can't even see. There, we'll do that so I can't even see. So Richards, Anthony Richards. I've got a couple rookies of this guy that probably throw up on my whatnot marketplace for $2 because I don't think that's huge anymore. Mark Andrews had a good game last game. Probably lost them the what was that, the AFC Championship last year with those couple drops? Was it the second card of the pack last time too? Here comes a Raiders. I go backwards because the rookies are on the front of the pack, and it kind of sucks that they do it that way. Trey Tucker. Peyton Wilson. I don't follow the Steelers either, though. I don't know. I think we might end the Packers the Packer run. Nick Bonito. Oh, okay. I do remember hitting the Jimmy Smith card. Yep, which would have been a retro player. Benito on sack attack. This isn't the thick card. Oh, I ended up taking 2 on accident there. Drake May on a celebration card. A Cooper DeJean. Is that how you pronounce his name? DeJean? Throwbacks. I think this is our jersey card. So is this our jersey card? No, it's not. So we're gonna take it. Joe Morris. Yeah, I don't know. We got to get lucky on the pack. This is the jersey card. So I'm gonna take the jersey card and do this. And we'll go through the rookies. Troy Horton. Not a... Oh, is a Cooper a big hit? Tatario McMillan for the Panthers? Not quite familiar. A lot of these rookies like this that aren't like big name rookies, I'll go to my son and I'll say, hey, should we save this card or what should we do with this? I don't even know. And some of them he'll be like, yeah, hey, he was the whatever pick. 2 Dolphins. back-to-back. Quinn Ewers. Depending on how the Dolphins do, he might get some play if he's still with them. Half the time, you don't know if these players are even with the team anymore at this point in the season, because half of them don't make the cuts, that they had to make during the summer. Kenneth Grant. All right. Here is, and I haven't seen it. I don't know what team it is. I don't know if it's backwards. Nope, it's upside down. Ewers is a good hit. I'm thinking this is an Eagles card. I feel like just with the color, it's an Eagles card. Cooper. So we ended the Packers streak of Packers in pack. So we'll start that. I'll be able to start that over good now because I don't recall if it was 3 packs or 4 packs. I'm going to say it was 3 packs because I don't think it was 4 because I don't have 4 cards from them. I know what I got to do. So did somebody say the Cooper card was nice? The first regular one? These I always have to cut the one edge just to get it to start. And I have thicker top loaders, so Cooper wasn't a rookie, was it? Because that would be a rookie card then. Oh no, it was a throwbacks insert card. No, it's your typical score one color. All right, well then I guess it was a pretty decent hit, so probably throw that up on Whatnot for $2 too. I don't know. Is it more than a $2 card to an Eagles fan, Coach? Super Bowl. Oh, so he's got it there. How many years has he been with them? Because neither one of those cards give his yearly stats. Because that's just an insert, so there's no like regular season stats on it, and that being it just says something about him. Because like Sam Laporta, this is his second year, so 2024 stats are on there. Oh, actually, you know what? They're not even doing the cards like they used to when I was a kid. All these scorecards just have last year's stats. Because when I was a kid, like if they played for 8 years, you'd have 7 years of stats on it, and then this was their 8th year card. But Score's doing it a little different, I guess now. I'll probably throw it on the Whatnot marketplace for whatever. I don't know. Maybe I'll make it a $3 card. See, that's the thing about cards and stuff like that. It's like they're worth more to a fan. Like I can tell you, like as a Packer fan, if this was like listed, I wouldn't think twice about paying, somewhere between that $10 and $20 for it. I mean, it's, it's $2.99, you know, so it's not a $50 card. But as a Packer fan, I'll pay $10-20 for this, you know. But as somebody that's not a Packers fan, it doesn't mean as much to them. All right. That's 3 hours and 52 minutes right there. Calling it a night. I don't know if Raz is still around. $5 to $10 jersey card, do you think? Yeah, I'll throw it on for $5. What the hell? I don't need to, you know, that's the thing. It's like, I don't need to take anybody for a ride, and I really don't need to sell anything, so. All right, I'm going to call it a night, guys. Coach, you were going to call it a night an hour ago. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Coach, Raz, Tim. Tim, I was going to say, if the card shows up, and for some reason, message me on Discord and just let me know it showed up tomorrow or something. Like I said, we'll probably talk at some point between now and the end of the weekend because I'm going to stream and stuff. What player was the numbered card? Jaden Reed. Showing it in the camera, and I don't have the camera up. Hard to kind of get the name, but it was Jaden Reed. So it was a good Packer card too. A lot of times you'll get those numbered cards of players that are a nobody on the team and stuff. That's a good Packer hit. Well, tomorrow I'm probably gonna have to go buy another box because I'm down to 2 packs now. So, and I have to have football cards on hand. You know, and Coach, to tell you the truth, I was thinking about buying some Magic cards, some Magic packs, but it's so hard to find sets that I like. You know, everything's a set now that I had no interest in. So it's like I'd have to like order actual certain sets that I like. I think I might do it though. And then make like a Magic command. As long as I got packs of a set I like, I'll do a rip. Just like we're doing football. But I definitely got to go get another box probably tomorrow because I'm down to 2 packs of football. I gotta have them on hand. I gotta have football cards on hand, and then I always gotta have the. Well, I will probably always have extra rolls of nickels, pennies, and quarters and dollars if somebody triggers that on the slots. Started at 5. All right, I might get it up there this weekend. I don't know. We'll see how much time I want to spend on listing stuff. I'm not a big fan of spending the time to do that. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. All 3 of you, thanks for hanging out. I think Raz probably went to bed all right already. Appreciate it, as always. It's fun when it's like this. I mean, I would have sat here for Well, I was started doing pennies, and let's say you three didn't show up. I probably would have went for an hour and a half, and then I would have been like, it's dead in here. I'm gonna call it a night. And I think that's what I'm gonna do with my streams going forward. If it's dead, I'll go an hour and a half, 2 hours, just to get some of what I want to get done. But if it's a fun night and we're hanging out and we're doing this and we got stuff we're talking about and stuff, then I'm fine. We'll keep going 4 hours. I don't care. Like, I got nothing else going on. All right, night, guys. Talk to you later. I gotta go get something to eat, get another cup of coffee. Appreciate yous.